What a picturesque view of the valley. It's like looking at a painting. It's really, really cool. I mean, just look at it. Isn't it amazing? It's just like all these caves and tunnels and darkness. Oh, I love it! Well, it looks good, but, you know, still got a lot of work to do in this place. You know, lots of building and preparation and all that other jazz. But that's not what we have planned for today's episode. Today, we'll be doing something a little bit different. Alright, so just going to hop on into the Elytra launcher here, and we'll be flying over to what we're going to be working on today. It's in this direction over here. So we've been doing a lot of like fighting of the Wither boss and building and doing all that stuff to kind of bring this world, you know, like set up our base. But all that stuff is based off of stuff from other worlds that I'm bringing into this one. So I thought for today, why don't we work on an actual project from this world? And this world I didn't build much back in the day, but there was one thing I was working on over in the village with all of the original testificates. And funny enough, I was also checking them. They're actually not all originals. A couple of them must have died, and I brought them back at some point. But we'll be doing training with them eventually as well. But that's not what we're going to be doing today. Today, we'll be working on a project I was setting up inside one of these buildings. And I'm sure you kind of guess which one it is. I'm just going to sleep away the night real quick, and then we can get started. A beautiful new day, perfect for working on a project. So today we'll be heading over to the Sawmill here, and this is something I built, like it was one of the first buildings I did in the village that was going to be custom, and I had planned to make it a way, or a place where I could do some wood farming, because you know, like sawmills, they take logs and they, you know, cut it and make planks and things like that. So that was what this place was originally going to be. And I kind of started setting up where we're going to have it. So it's down here, down the staircase, which is just using pistons to retract it, and there's this open area. So basically, this here is supposed to be powered by the water wheel. And, oh, I actually have a diamond pickaxe here. I'll have to remember that. Yeah, so this is actually powered by the water wheel in a sense. And it was meant to kind of like turn, and it would be the power for the saw and, you know, cutting of the wood and things like that. But obviously it's a little dated. Now I don't really want to change too many old builds from this world, so we're just gonna kind of alter it slightly. This will be so much easier with an axe. Make an iron axe real quick. So we're just gonna alter it slightly, and we'll make it look like it's supposed to be, like it actually makes sense. Right now, if you look at it, the turning of the water wheel doesn't really line up with it, and there's a whole bunch of new things in the game since I built this, like quartz and what else is there? Oh, and rods, you know, things like that. So we'll include that in it as well. I don't even think there was cobblestone fences when I made this place back in the day. Just so it shows how old this world actually is, which is what I intended for it to be. I like having some place that's a little bit more classy. So we'll remove this entire thing. And I kind of want to put in some actual gears, things that look like they're supposed to be here. And I already kind of created the design in a creative world. And I'm going to set it up here. And I think we'll go back by one, maybe? Maybe I should keep this here for now. Because I know I changed this, I think, to stone stairs, if I remember correctly. Ooh. Okay, this is going to be a little tricky because it's right up against the wall. Let me just work on setting this up real quick, and then I'll kind of show you guys where I'm at. Alright, so I built the first gear here, and it looks great. So basically, this is connected to the water wheel. It'll be turning towards the left, I believe. And when it turns, it'll catch another gear, which we'll be setting up over here. So we kind of got to make it look like they sort of connect. Yeah, that kind of looks right, I think. Or maybe it's supposed to be on the other side. I'm just trying to imagine where we can connect. Oh, I see you there. Hello. You ain't getting me today. I think, oops. See, while I was building that part, I've fallen down there quite a bit. So I'm thinking maybe on this side, because if it's going to turn left, it'll catch this one, which will cause this one to go upward, like clockwise. And we can connect it to the wall over here using end rods. So this is going to kind of be like a pipe, but it's also going to be able to turn, and it's just a way for us to even provide light in the room. And since we're making the gears out of quartz, it actually fits pretty well. Yeah, I like how that looks. We'll remove that, and we'll just put one like that. And unfortunately it doesn't connect like a fence post, but you can't even get a fence post in that direction. So I'm gonna keep that there. This way, I think. Wait. So it goes clockwise, yeah. I believe that's right. No, wait. Is that right? No, that goes counterclockwise. I think I should be able to place it like that. Let's just go up and take a quick little look. I'm trying to imagine the way this thing is supposed to turn while I'm building it. Yeah. So yeah, what am I saying? From looking at the direction with the staircases, it does go clockwise, and then it's going to hit another gear, which is going to act as like the floor of the room here. And it's going to be... I'll probably have to remove that. Yeah, I think... Where's the middle going to be? The middle should line up with that part of the room that I broke. So I'll have to actually put that back. This is so difficult to imagine. Like I said, I built this all in creative, so working here in survival is a little difficult. So we're going to go up. Okay, so this is the middle, and I'll put it right there. That's our marker. And this one, I'll probably put the wood fence posts back as well. Or, you know what? I bet we could use cobblestone staircase. Or, fence posts. Yeah, that looks like it'll fit better. That way it's not all just wood. And can I place one more? Because I know it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't connect, which is perfect. And then I just have to set it up here, which I might be able to do easier from down here. So put one there. And we're going to use the iron trapdoors here to kind of make it so that the gears have like those holes in them. Like, you know, typical gears do. So we'll place one on the 4 sides. Like this. And then another line of slabs going around it. And I might actually be able to keep that because it's right underneath it. It's better than I thought. And I have to do the same on this side. There we go. It looks perfect. So next thing I'm going to do is set up a second gear the exact same way down here. And this is going to be connected to a second set of gears, which will be powering the saw, as I said earlier. And I went up here, and I've kind of been working on how the fence is going to be. Doesn't exactly go like how I want, so I'm going to have to make this maybe into like a log or something that just kind of hangs over the side. And this, unfortunately, doesn't look as well either. It kind of cuts here, so I'm going to change this into stairs. Oop. Grab that. Wood stairs as well. Although maybe slabs would still be okay. We'll use oak stairs. Let's see how this looks first. If not, I might just keep it flat and not have a railing at all. Yeah, I guess that works. That's not too bad. Can we put a fence on it? How does that look? It's still a little too close. Maybe I'll just have it hanging over the side. It might not make as much sense, but I think it should still look okay. I'll have to grab that after. And we'll connect it maybe to the ceiling. No, because then it's gonna overlap a bit. How's that? Change that. It's not too bad. I'll probably put a gate here so I can actually get to the other side. And then down here, I have to start setting up some more of those gears I was talking about. Going to get some more wood, and I found this. Like, look at this. Who would have did such a thing? This is terrible. Cut down your trees. Alright, so I finished up everything, and now I'm going to show you it complete, and then we can actually start working on a bit of the redstone. So here it is. This part's finished. I have the gate and everything. I used spruce here to kind of differentiate between the color. And it also shows like the part that we made an addition to compared to the regular part of the building. So that still works. And I've even put in a staircase. I put in like this broken up fence like wall kind of thing to kind of board off the gears. And I made it look like it was coming apart and decrepit. And this is the room. Looks really good. The gears I'm really happy with. The quartz is a nice contrast. It really shows. Might probably would have made more sense if I used stone, but I wanted to keep the floor stone down here because we're kind of underground. And you can see it from all directions, and the water is going right now. So theoretically, this turns this way, and then that would cause this gear to go counterclockwise on this side, and then that would turn this gear that way as well. And then when that gear turns in that direction, because it's connected to the identical gear below, basically this would turn in the same direction, which should be, I think, so that turns that way, this way. And then that would cause this one to turn in this direction. And then this one is just connected to the same kind of gear over here. So when this one turns, it goes in this direction. So over here would be that way. And then that basically catches the other gear here, which does turn as well. And then this gear behind it is set up to a chain. And then this chain, which we're going to make down below, is going to connect to the saw, which is going to be over here. And basically where we'll set up our semi-automatic kind of manual. I won't say manual because manual is chopping down a tree. I'll say semi-automatic wood farm. And we'll set it up using pistons. It'll probably have a wall of pistons here to kind of push outward. And the wood will just kind of collect over here. And then I can just come on over and chop it all down. And it'll look, it'll be pretty good. This will just be our main way of getting wood for a while. This isn't going to be our final wood farm, I should say. This is just one that I had planned to make when I made this world many years ago. And I kind of wanted to finish it. Actually doing a project from this world. And I'm going to work on this a little bit. Put some like planks over here to look like it's been cut. Do I have any stairs? No. But maybe just some spruce to kind of give you guys an idea. So basically I'll be mixing with like stairs and some like planks and stuff, and it'll basically look like all of the wood's been cut and then piled up over here kind of thing. I think it'll look pretty good. So I'm gonna kind of do a little bit more decorating, and I'll kind of show you guys what I have planned for the redstone of this place. Even the upper part here, I kind of use stairs to kind of add a little bit of detail. There's some fence up there, but the lighting is hard to see it. But it just, it's nice on the eyes. It gives a little bit more detail. And I use a lot of wood. So jumping into my creative world real quick here, where I do most of my testing. I just kind of want to show you guys where I set up the gears. I actually wound up mirroring it. But over here is what the redstone is going to be like. So this is something I made a long time ago. It's very big and clunky. It's not compact redstone by any means. I could probably redesign this whole thing using slime blocks and make it maybe like 3x3. But I still wanted to do this design because this is something I came up with myself a long time ago without looking at tutorials, or basically I didn't know a damn thing about redstone. But it does what it was meant to do. And I made this design around the same time I did my world, so I kind of wanted to still use it. So the tree will kind of grow right here, and then I'm going to have a wall set up probably over here. And the button's probably too close, so maybe above? Yeah. So I'll set up kind of a system above where you can just kind of press a button. It'll extend outward, pushing the logs. And I'll set up probably a switch over here somewhere. And we just have a comparator. This was not included when I built it. This I actually just put on now using a simple comparator clock. Just because it'd be so much easier. But there'll be a lever here. It will power this redstone. It'll cause that to dispense a bunch of bone meal, and the tree will grow. And it should work pretty good. I mean, the redstone itself still works, so why not, right? And don't crucify me for, using a really, really bad setup, but it's just for me. It's in a world where I created it, came up with it myself, so give it some slack. So I decided to head back over to the base here for a bit and don't blow up. There are so many mobs and zombies and creepers and things, and it's just too much trouble for me. Also, I moved the beacon here because I plan to do a bit of digging in the area. So I'm going to leave it here for now. There's another zombie. One thing I definitely have to work on is lighting this place up. because like the caves, like just look at this. It's just pitch black down there, and they spawn even during the day. I love the place. It's beautiful, but it needs some work done. So I just kind of wanted to talk a bit before we end off the episode here. Where's a safe place to talk? I guess I'll just kind of, I don't know where to go, actually. I don't want to die if I can help it. Oh, there you are. Okay, you know, I'll just, yeah. So, basically, I've been doing a lot of JSOCraft episodes on my channel lately. A lot of that seems to be, gets kind of the same amount of views as this series here. And it is weird having, like, two, we'll head over there. Two, like, survival series on a channel. I understand it might even be hard for some people to follow. And I'm probably, oh man, I'm going to die. Oh, okay, I'm okay. So, the JSOCraft series, I do intend to be more of kind of like a multiplayer focused stuff, which is why a lot of the first episodes were multiplayer focused content. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get up here with that skeleton. Unfortunately, this is like the busiest time of the year for me in terms of work. So I will probably be doing less redstone fun and those kinds of videos, which tend to kind of net me the views. I have another one I plan to do in about a week. There's so much new stuff with the 1.11 update coming out. I know the observer block. People have been basically doing a bunch of farms and making them a lot smaller. And personally, I'm going to leave that kind of stuff to the other people. They can redesign as many farms as they want and do all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to do it my way. I'll come up with my own designs and I'll share them and probably do a lot of stuff with the Elytra, because that's still my favorite addition in the game, honestly. And I have a couple other ideas to test out with the new observer block with it. And yeah, so I might do a little bit redstone fun stuff in the future, but it's going to definitely be a lot slower just because I'm busy with work. But I'll still try to keep these episodes coming out. Probably do some more single player stuff just because it means I can do it on my own whenever I have free time. But I'm going to call it an episode here. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that. And starting off the episode by looking at the surroundings, planning to end it the same. It's just so beautiful. I'm going to have to work on that on next episode though. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.